Hey guys, it's Steven here, and today I'll be bringing you part 2 of the new Devastation DLC map packs. And these maps include the map Collision and Behemoth. Collision is obviously on it says cargo ship impacted into a bridge, a small size map that's great for objective modes. Behemoth, massive excavation platform, long sight lines mixed with tight lanes and close quarters interiors. And I'm sorry, the other time I said that Unearth was in the desert, but I was thinking of Dome since it is just a remake of Dome. It actually does take place, it looks like in some sort of forest. It's just a mine, so it appears as a desert. So, the first map, Collision, is a larger map, I'd say, but it does have a very broad range of combat situations, including sight lines for snipers or CQC around the shipping crates and under deck for anybody using SMGs or maybe even shotties. Also, another thing about the Ripper, in SMG mode, while it does fire faster, it doesn't make sense, but it has less recoil than in AR mode. I don't know if it has to do with balancing out a damage differentiation between assault rifle mode and SMG mode, but so this map is cargo. Obviously the first main spawn is enemies are going to be spawning back here, or your team, depending on what team you're on. And the other team's spawn will be spawning back in this area. And just to show you, even with grip on it, assault rifle mode does have significantly more recoil than SMG mode. Like I said, I guess it's just bouncing out the weapon. Way to flank the enemy, if there's anybody that would be sniping up in this tower here, would be to come up from behind, or you can go out on the shipping crates here, I guess, and you have a center view of the entire map. So once again, this is the first map known as Collision. There's also a underdeck spawn that you'll be getting from the spawn. You could go down here, which is underdeck, indeed. There's this main path here, but you're going to notice it's splitting off. Over here is going to take you back up deck towards the middle of the map, and if you're getting chased down here, right now you're going to be followed. A good place to go would be if you're running this way, or other way, doesn't matter. You can come back around here. And this side, of course, leads straight up to the enemy spawn. So it is a very big shortcut if you're trying to quickly go from flag to flag or from spawn to spawn for whatever purpose. So the next map, and the final Devastation multiplayer map, would be Behemoth. And this is a very fast-paced, close-quarters map. There aren't very many long sight lines at all, actually. And on top of this, the spawns in this are very close together. So as soon as you spawn, you're going to want to be watching your back, and you're not necessarily want to go straight for the enemy, because most of the time when that happens, they're going to be coming from both directions anyway. So the first spawn would be on this side of the rig, of course, and there are several paths you can take from the spawn. This one cuts straight down to the lower section, as well as both paths to the side. If you go straight down the middle, your only true sight line would be right up here, I guess, and that would be, if you can get out here, I don't know. No, you can't get out here. I guess would be out to that section or to that hallway. I don't know, if you have a really fast trigger or a really good eye, you might be able to pick some people off before they can cross the hall. Here's the lower deck area, which is going to lead back into where the other team will first spawn, which will either be in this hallway here or in its surrounding areas, such as back here or over here. And as I was saying, the spawns are very close on this. If you're playing a fast-paced game mode, or any game mode really, if you're coming out your spawn from this way, you will have to look both ways like you're crossing the street, because many enemies are going to be coming from back here once again, or from down here around from the other side of the ship. A good choke point to hold off the enemy, if you're playing an objective game mode, would be to get some of your team right in here, because if you can choke this area right here, you can choke the middle of the map, or the middle of the map from their spawn, or this point right here where they're coming up. Now the entrance into the sniper tower, I guess you'd call it, will be here. So if you lock down this entrance down here, then you can almost spawn trap the enemy unless they start spawning on the other side of the ship. I wish you could get up here. That'd be epic. Ah. Alright, so that's it for part 2 of my overview of the Devastation DLC map pack, and I will have some more probably Ghost Let's Play videos out soon, as well as some Grand Theft Auto 5 videos, since I got my profile to work now, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like and subscribe.